Titans won a good close game, 31-17. Game was mostly what I predicted and better than I predicted because I predicted the Titans would win 28-24. Instead, they won 31-17. Titans would win a good close game by making more great plays than the Colts, which they did. Winning the turnover battle by 1, which they did. Henry runs for more than 105 yards and 2 Henry running touchdowns. He ran for 1 touchdown and 103 yards, so still a good game. And he ran for 1 touchdown and 149 yards, so not what I predicted for the amount he'd have for running touchdowns, but he did run for more than 105 yards. And Ryan Tannehill throws for 2 touchdowns, which he did. And this was a great team win for the Titans, mainly because they played a great second half, including their defense. Titans were getting outplayed 10-7 in the first half. They were losing at halftime 10-7, and they were getting outplayed. They just played a great second half because they ended up outscoring the Colts in the second half 24-7. And I was really amazed by the Titans' defense. They just played great in the second half. There was an interception by Byard. Titans ended up taking advantage, kicked a field goal. There was also a second interception. It was by Ryan. Titans were able to take advantage because Tannehill throws a deep pass to Raymond, able to get in the end zone. Titans put the game out of reach 31-17 with that touchdown thrown by Tannehill to Raymond. And before that, the Titans defense was able to, they did block a field goal. The football landed perfectly right into a Titan defender's hands, and he easily ran more than 45 yards for a touchdown, and he was untouched. There was no threat of somebody being able to tackle him. I was really amazed. I was optimistic the Titans would be able to block the field goal, mainly because they already blocked the field goal earlier in this game before that field goal. So I wasn't expecting that for the field goal to get blocked, and Titans able to catch the football and run more than 45 yards for a touchdown to take the lead 24-17. It just amazed me, along with all the Titans' great plays of their turnovers of the INT. Titans take advantage with a field goal, INT. Titans take advantage with a deep pass. Titans offense takes advantage with a deep pass to Raymond. Again, I wasn't expecting for the Titans to have that fast strike offense. But that play, that also amazed me. Except the one that just stands out the most is the blocked field goal, landing perfectly right into a Titans defender hands, and he easily ran more than 40 yards for the Titans to take the lead 24-17. And Titans defense not done because they were able to create a fumble and recover that fumble, so the Colts had no threat of a comeback since they were trying to come back, since they were down 31-17 late in the fourth quarter. And Henry, he also played great because it was on a 4th down, showing he wasn't to be denied. He didn't just run for the first down. All the Colts defense was able to do was get him to spin around once, and he was still able not to be denied, still able to run into the end zone for a touchdown. I was expecting him. I was just really amazed when I saw that play because he didn't just get the first down. He also got spun around once, and he was still able to run into the end zone for a touchdown. He wasn't going to be denied. Great play by Henry, and a great team win for the Titans, mainly because their defense responsible for Titans offense able to benefit by scoring 10 points from 2 turnovers, and Titans defense, special teams, able to score 7 points, because of that blocked field goal that was returned for a touchdown. So it's just a great team win for the Titans, and it was great to see that the Titans, they played, again, this was a good close game that the Titans played, similar to the Week 2 game, except this time the Titans were able to make the great plays needed to win a good close game, mostly in both the third and fourth quarter. When they played the Colts in the second half of the Week 2 game, they weren't able to make great plays needed to win the game. So it was just great to see the Titans see the Titans play better from that Week 2 game and actually make the great plays needed to win a good close game, including coming back since they were down 10-7 and also losing in the second half, also 17. Colts were able to increase the lead 17 to 7, except it wasn't an issue as the Titans were still able to come back, get the game tied, and take the lead. And just a great team win for the Titans, mainly because of their defense. Titans ended up beating the Raiders 42-21. The game was better than I predicted, since I predicted the Titans would win 28-21. Still mostly what I predicted. Titans would win a good close game with making less mistakes than the Raiders, which they did. Henry runs for 2 touchdowns, and Henry runs for more than 105 yards, both of which happened, and better than what I predicted, because Tannehill, instead of throwing for 2 touchdowns that I predicted, he threw for 3 touchdowns. Great game for Tannehill because he ended up throwing a pass. The Titans were deep in their on the other side, and Tannehill, he threw a long pass to Brown. Brown was able to catch the football and run into the end zone for a touchdown, and he was able to throw another pass to Brown, this time the Titans in the red zone, and Brown was able to take advantage, run not just for a first down, but also into the end zone for a touchdown, and Tannehill threw a pass in the deep corner of the end zone, his third to Smith, and Smith was able to catch that football. So three touchdowns for Tannehill, throwing for 3 touchdowns, and all variety, because there's the long pass, there's the deep corner pass, and there's just the whole straight pass with Brown able to catch the football and then run into the end zone for a touchdown. Different variety for Tannehill throwing for those 3 touchdowns. Henry ended up running, both of his touchdowns were good long runs for more than 5 yards. More than 5 yards. There wasn't anything. They were good. They were mostly ordinary. They were good long running touchdowns, but I can't say that they're great. Great as in far as because they're just common. I wouldn't call it great mainly because they're just common. But he was still, again, showing his speed and his power, because he still ran more than 5 yards for both of his 2 touchdowns. And what was great and really not ordinary is the touchdown that Henry ran against the Colts in the Titans' previous game. It was in Indianapolis. The ones he was running, while I call those good plays, they were ordinary plays, as in common. And Henry ended up running for. Great game for Henry because ran for 2 touchdowns and. Okay, correction. Henry didn't run for more than 105 yards. He ran for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns. And so that was still a great game for Henry because he ran for 2 touchdowns and 103 yards. I'm always going to say that it's a great game if Henry is running for 100 yards, more than 100 yards or more. 100 yards or more. And I was really amazed by the Titans. The defense ended up creating a fumble, and then that fumble was returned for a touchdown, which put the game out of reach, 42-21. That was just a great play by the Titans defense that I wasn't expecting at all from them to create the fumble. He lands exactly where the Titans need it. Titans defender picks up the football and easily runs into the end zone for a touchdown to put the game out of reach, 42-21. And it was just another great second half for the Titans, because the game was tied 21-21 at halftime, and then the Titans end up scoring 21 points in the second half, and the only thing the Raiders score in the second half is 0. So the Titans matched what they, again, played a great second half, and except even better because they ended up shutting out the Raiders in the second half, which is why they won 42-21. And I was really fearful of this game that the Titans would have a letdown after that great win against the Colts, which didn't happen. The Titans was a great was a great win for the Titans playing, since this was, and it was great to see that the Titans finally beat the Derek Carr Raiders, because that's not something they were able to do any of the other times they've ever played the Derek Carr Raiders. And so that was two impressive road wins for the Titans, back to back, playing the Colts and then going on the road and playing the Raiders and winning both of those games, 31-17 and 42-21.